Welcome, everybody. This is John Arms, and
Jason Voyageur.
the two of us are here to share with you what actually happens and what you get when you join Voyageur University and pursue your independent career. So there's four things that come with it. You get lessons, you get a private group membership, you have a profile just for you. It often substitutes as a web page, monthly events, aka a giant support community, and then a lot of other independent things that can help you along the way. Jason, let's get started. Let's talk about the lessons.
Let's jump right in. One of the core things about Voyageur U is all of the coursework that helps teach you how to fish. So this isn't a place where you're going to get, you're going to have to pay us for all of the work that you want to do. This is a great way for you to teach yourself how to be an independent career professional. This isn't the kind of thing you learn in college. It's not anything that's in any MBA curriculum. Frankly, that's why we did it. There is nothing else like it out there. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is the VoyageurU.com website, spelled like the national park. So do keep that in mind. There's a member login link on the right side of the screen. So when you click on that, you get right to the Voyageur U and you can log in. And what you see here are all of the curriculum and all of the materials. All of them are arranged for you by section. So again, we've arranged them for you in a smart way. So if you're just getting into this for the first time, you're like, hey, start your journey here. This is the trailhead. It's really thinking about your mindset and all of the lessons with self-guided assessments in there. The second section is all about Explorer and our unique methodology for putting you in business the right way so that it's sustainable and enjoyable for you. As you move forward from there, looking at different parts of the curriculum about your portfolio, business operations, career transition plans, literally hundreds of lessons in the curriculum that will help you pick and choose the things that are best for you. So John, let's go back up to the top and let's look at just one of these lessons. So go pick one.
Go to your path to a portfolio career.
Perfect. So what you'll see in here is the video with me with an awkward face, not wearing the same shirt though. So scroll down, you've got a video lesson. And if you scroll down, there's some key takeaways that you can read. Rules of the trail, so basic parts that you can get right now, some key cautions. And then if you continue to move forward down, you'll see the sheet that helps keep you engaged in the process. So questions you need to ask yourself in order to guide you through this process. Both John and I have been through this, not only ourselves, we have lived these things, but we've helped dozens and dozens of other people go through exactly this same process. You go through it, it works. So, but that's not the only thing. The curriculum is invaluable. It's helpful to get you grounded, but there's a lot more to it than that as we go through. So one of the key things we added was a place where people could connect with each other and live online together. And that's the private LinkedIn group. John, talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. That sounds like a perfect segue over to me. So
should be. I hope so. We were planning on that.
We did. Yeah, exactly. So one of the first legs of being independent and getting into the fractional, professional, gig, freelance, whatever you want to call it, world is exactly what Jason just walked through. It's a whole new world. So you got to have the learning. Part two is you have to have a community. You have to have a bunch of people around you that you can support and be supported by. And that is the online members only professional network. So when you join, you are automatically part of the universe of people who are also professional voyageurs. Who are those people, you might ask? Well, they're all over here. Currently, there's 59 right now online. And these are people that are just like you. They're professional. They're fractional chief marketing officers. They're fractional operations people. They're fractional IT people, finance. You know, people who have been there, done that in their career, but have said, I am going to go now go independent. As goes your community, so goes your independent career. So we created this as a place where you can jump in. Up over here, you can see all sorts of people that you can say, hey, I do this. Introduce yourself. How can I help you? I have a specialty. Do you need that specialty? Do you know somebody who does? At the same time, they're going to reach back to you and do the same thing. This is networking as it is today. You know, COVID has put us all online. That's okay. But networking really means something different than it ever did. And this is the online community where your people are. You're also going to see as you sort of scroll up and down here, there's a lot of dialogue happening. You know, there's a nice little badge we created this month about screw it, I choose freedom. There's Jason will get in here and talk about certain things that are being launched. I'll get in there and share things that about industry news. This is your channel. This is your channel for independence. So when you join, use it, love it. It's there to help, and you're going to find it to be a big component to your future independent career or your present independent career that you're trying to modify. So that is the online community piece. Go ahead, Jason.
One additional thing in here that we want to make sure to focus on is that you obviously have the opportunity. This is a safe space for independent professionals inside of this community, but we don't just leave it at that. Some folks have a little bit of hesitation about some of their networking. It's not natural for a lot of folks to connect in this way. So we provide each month a professional match with another member of the community. So you have to be a part of the community to get that match. We provide a structure to that meeting. So you can have an excellent 20-minute networking meeting, at least one every month, where you can meet with and speak with another Voyager member. So it's a key part of the community. So we don't just kind of put you in there and hope that you sink or swim. Again, Voyager U is all about giving you the kind of support and encouragement for you to make sure that you can do that yourself.
Absolutely. So second leg of the independent stool right here is your online community. That takes us to another component that you're going to need, which is a presence. Jason, let's talk about the profiles.
Now, many people have a LinkedIn profile. Obviously, on LinkedIn, you're part of the group. You've got your professional profile there. But what we found is that many professionals feel like the LinkedIn environment doesn't quite give them the opportunity they need to really present themselves as an independent professional in a new way. So what you're seeing here is Dave's profile, and it's a Google site, and you'll notice that up at the top. But it's an important way to provide essentially a little website. So that's part of what you get with your Voyager U membership. This is fully customizable by you, or you can have us go and make some of those updates for you. But if you click over, John, to the member profile tab, the next tab over, just to show that it's editable. Yeah, right in here, it's a Google site. So it's the same kind of tools that you might be used to if you're used to Google Sites or used to the Google Document Suite. Generally, it's pretty drag and drop. You can get in here, you can change all of that information yourself. All of these, there's even a lesson in the Voyager U curriculum on how exactly to do this and how to go through all of these pieces. So again, this is another opportunity that again comes right with your $19 a month Voyager U subscription. Comes right with it.
Yep. So people have found that you don't necessarily have to build yourself a full website and spend weeks and months doing that. You can do this in a very short period of time and have yet more online presence that matters now more than ever. So that's another thing that comes with the Voyager U community. Speaking of community, Jason, let's talk about that last piece, and that is, how does the community manifest? And I want to share with you, I'm going to open up hopefully I'm going to open something up here. I'm going to try my best. There it is. So you can see this is one of our emails that comes, and every week Jason and I write a sort of it's almost a newsletter, but it's really what is the pulse of what's happening inside of Voyager, and what is the pulse of what's happening inside of our industry, the independent industry. That is 50%, 55% of our 50% of our workforce is classified as in some way independent. So it obviously makes a big impact in the American economy. So this right here you're looking at is one of our weekly emails. Like, here's what's going on, and we'll talk about things like what's relevant to independence when it comes to PPP, what's happening with online meeting. There's so many things happening in this environment. We'll talk about new members. Here's Greg, Mike, who's a new member. All the things that are really, really important to the independent world come through weekly. That manifests every month, and the last Thursday of every month from 4 to 5 p.m. We have a community meeting, and that's where we get together and we talk about the critical things to people who have chosen this career. Sometimes it's sales, sometimes it's healthcare, sometimes it's insurance. This week, it's all about how CEOs think about the fractional universe. So this is the fourth piece of your membership to Voyager U.
really, when you think about all of the different things you get, for really only $19 a month, you get all of the curriculum, all of the DIY curriculum. You also get access and membership in the private group with ongoing structured networking that we help you do. We know that so goes your network, so goes your career. That was true in the corporate world. It's even more true as an independent. You get a profile, a website that really saves you hundreds of dollars over building one yourself, and newsletters and events that are really focused on the independent career. So you have more knowledge, you can make smarter decisions as you go. But here's the thing, we also recognize that with all of those supports in place, there are times when you might need a little bit of extra help, either temporarily or more on an ongoing basis. So John and I are here for you, and we do have some extra optional things that you can buy into if you choose to, for helping with sales funnel coaching, helping with just how to think about your independent business and how to structure that moving forward. So John, talk a little bit more about sales funnel coaching. And the reason that we think that's important, that we put this together specifically, is that one of the biggest issues independent career professionals face is building a pipeline for their business. All the other things are pretty easy to figure out with some practice and with some help, but how do you get out there and sell yourself? And that's, although there are lessons in there to do that, we found that many members appreciate having a little bit of extra coaching.
Yeah, extra help is always needed and welcome in our community. And so we brought forth a solution for the dry pipeline syndrome that a lot of people complain about. Is one of the knocks on being independent is, well, geez, it's feast and famine. In fact, it's not feast and famine. It's not ups and downs. It is the nature of practitioners to be up and down, and we want to prevent that from happening. So sometimes you need a little help to build a pipeline and maintain it, keep it going. That's what the coaching here is all about. And so rather than, geez, I'm so busy with the client, I didn't have time to go into my pipeline and give it the attention, we keep you from falling into that trap. That's what this lesson is for. We have other things. We've got sales funnel coaching that you see here. We have an MSA product. We have other things that you'll see inside of Voyageur that you can buy that accelerate a lot of the lessons that we have. Sometimes people are really anxious to get going on certain things, and we want to support that and help them and provide solutions for that too. So the final piece of the Voyageur U universe as it is today is the other products that we bring in. But that's not all there is to Voyageur here before we close down, and that is Voyageur is a very fast growing thing. Voyageur University has, we started it 3 years ago. It was just Jason and I, a couple ambitious guys with an idea to help a lot of people put themselves in the independent economy. But since then, now we've got a very large membership. We have people that are reaching out to say, hey, can we partner on healthcare for your population? Can we partner on this software solution? The reason that's happening is this independent economy is really, really growing. It's got a lot of oxygen behind it. And Jason and I are trying to stay in front of that. So what we are today and what we will be every day, every week forward can change. And that's okay. So look for Voyageur to be a living, breathing entity in your independent career.
As it should be. If this is an innovation like anything else, you want to be on the ground floor of this. We certainly did. We saw the opportunity that, hey, this is only going to grow. It's only going to become more important as we go. And we'd rather be on the ground floor of this than trying to hop in the train after it's left the station. Mm-hmm. So that's really our value proposition to you is basically for $19 a month, you can get on the train while it's still gathering steam. When we take a look at the members who were with us when we just started, the first half dozen or so people, they are all ridiculously busy and successful now to a fault.
Yep. So we're glad thank you for spending the time with us today. We're glad you're looking inside of Voyageur University, and we encourage you to continue your lifelong learning on what the independent economy has and where your career is going. Thank you for joining us today.